Tell me what happened last time.
Okay, give me 1 second. Okay, let me open up my notebook. So, last session. We did open up as the guards started to arrive, and Stamatia and Alexander did find Atlantia. They did talk about the attack, and Stamatia did reveal that she did know something was going to happen, but decided not to tell anybody. And Atlantia told her, "Don't mention that to anyone else. Don't talk about that." And they did help Atlantia back to the villa. Helena and Magdia woke up, and Helena and Stamatia did inspect the spear, and Helena did notice that it was coated with some sort of like metallic substance in the middle. Underneath is a spotless sort of possibly alloy, something special. And as we talked about what the repercussions of this attack would be, Zeus did strike the arena several times, and all the demigods were summoned to the arena. And there, yep, the gods were there, and Atlantia met and got a boon from her father. And she did use that boon to make a challenge to him, because Zeus did say that whoever catches the killer of his son, kills him, brings his head, that group will be elevated to the godhood. And Atlantia did issue a challenge to her father. When she ascends to the godhood, she will challenge him to just take his spot as well, take his place. Helena, meanwhile, spoke to her mother, Athena. Did give her advice on the future and what to do. Stamatia and Magdia then did talk about the expedition, and Stamatia is going to go. Alexander has been is being swarmed by applicants chasing godhood, but Helena stepped in to help, and they talked of it, and ultimately, yeah, Alexander, Helena, Magdia, and Atlantia talked about the expedition, and as Stamatia helped the guards clean up, she did run into her father, Hypnos, who told her that yeah, Ares was scheming, and that was kind of behind the attack. They spoke of the future, and Hypnos advised her to work against Zeus. It'd probably be a good idea. And then Zoe approached her and revealed that yes, she was Ares, and that she revealed that she seeks to bring down Olympus. And yeah, that's where we did leave it, pretty much.
As I believe you are all heading back to the villa, as Alexander and Helena have to set up the interviews. What's everyone? Anyone wants to do something, right?
I don't think
Yeah,
Samasia has specifically confirmed that she is allowed on this expedition. I mean, she's been offered it multiple times, but she said no each time, so I have no idea. Probably want to approach Alexander about that.
Yeah, so listen, as you'll make your way back, you would be at your own villa. You would be discussing with Helena. Not sure if there's any conversations you want to have now with him beforehand.
Like, well, probably nothing specific. I feel like what was discussed last time. In fact, we also would not just want the fucking crew of pure demigods and have
Yeah.
maybe like some capable mortals. So in fact, no, probably just organizational stuff like to which districts we go out to recruit, where to set up. Like,
Yeah. Samatia, you walk in on them, kind of like looking over a couple of parchments, taking notes, as Alexander will look at you and greet you. And
Sorry to interrupt.
have a seat.
Yeah, she'll sit down. I saw that crowd around you earlier.
Oh,
Probably a little overwhelmed.
promise of godhood does draw in literally everyone.
Yeah, I can see that might be the case. Kind of does bring up something I wanted to ask you. I know a couple of people have already talked to me about wanting to be on this expedition, and I've said no every time. My mind might have changed if that spot is still available.
How so?
Less so for the promised godhood and more of, you know, everything that happened. Feels better to kind of go after it than to just stay here.
Gonna just kind of glance at you. What do you think about this?
I'm sorry, struck by my mom. What was the Macia's motivation that she said?
She said because of everybody, what's happened here, like everybody getting killed, it feels better to go out after than just staying here.
That's as I guess as and it would say like is it so from the is it revenge you want to, or are you just afraid of staying here? Just for my understanding.
I guess you could say revenge. I mean, a lot of us died. I don't know if that's the word that I would use. Maybe making it not right, but better. Making me feel better, at least.
Well, I mean that's what what's the cause of the expedition is. After all, is to avenge and to restore honor and of the gods and yada yada yada. Listen, I think with Atlantia we already have and I forgot her name. Besides daughter
Parthena.
Parthena, yeah, I'm sorry, yeah. Parthena and how much space on the ship, by the way, that Alexander has? Like how much potential like top
50
space? Like 50. As is it your daughter of Hypnos from Rhodes?
I am.
Listen. Unless we find, I don't think we'll find many. I don't think we'll find that many candidates willing to volunteer, especially capable. So I feel like we'll put you down, but I don't see why not. And is there any reason, Alexander? Or not to join?
Yeah, he'll kind of like slowly nod. Yeah, no.
I have no doubt that you will find plenty of capable candidates here.
Listen,
Whether I'm among them, I don't know.
Don't talk yourself down. This will require a more different skill set than just meatheads. I doubt most of those Spartans will. So
I have
belong.
skills, don't get me wrong. I've just always been a passenger on boats rather than anything else. But I assume we're going to need to try and figure out where these people are, and maybe I can help in that instance.
Well, someone who's not as noticeable, not as prominent, or but more quiet might be useful for infiltration, because I doubt the plotters will announce themselves openly, and if they do, they'll probably only announce themselves when we are in an ambush. So in fact, having someone who can who's not as proud and loud is I think what might be very useful.
Yeah,
In fact, we don't just plan to. Yeah, sorry. Can you first?
No, go ahead.
There's a reason we don't plan to. We didn't accept all those Spartans before. And why we don't exclusively plan to fill an entire boat of demigods.
Oh, well, that's good. I imagine that would be too many egos.
We are trying to avoid. We need to have a certain amount of internal cohesion. So, well then I will mark your name down on the list and reach out to have a crew assembled in a few days.
All right, I appreciate it.
But I got a little question in my mind, because I knew the plan. The 50 guys are actual crew members, not like fucking boat rowers, because it's the engine that's the rowing, right? But the question, because I know usually Greek ships have like boat rowing slaves. I assume the ship does not, because I know, because it's like the steam engine. Okay, gotcha. I was kind of figured.
Steam engine. What?
Oh.
Why would you need to row if there was a steam engine?
Oh, I see.
Mac, have you completely
He has concluded.
Have you completely forgotten the entire like boat discussions?
I remember the boat discussion because the plans were from the outside.
It's a Viking longboat, Mac.
It's just a Viking longboat.
Yeah, you need to be able to like sail it on very shallow waters.
Just a Viking
That's
longboat.
why I said like I think completely forgotten.
I thought there was something more than a Viking longboat, because I remember like it's supposed to be like a model of technology. I suppose a Viking longboat to the Greeks would be a model of technology.
I was about to say it depends on the perspective.
Yeah, I just auto conclude that there's something more to it than just being like, I suppose that's completely true. It's just a Viking longboat.
He
Yeah.
thought Hephaestus steampunk.
I did, in fact, Joe. You are correct. I did. But now you mention it is correct. They would just think a Viking longboat is in fact just the shit compared to a trireme. I see. But even with longboats, I'm not a nautical engineer, but I do think they take less rowers compared to like a trireme, especially big ones.
Well, yeah, that's why I said 50 people.
Yeah.
Like the 50 people aren't there to just kind of pop bubbles and like stare at the sky.
Yeah.
The problem it's not rowing. I can assure you the rowing is not the criteria. Are you willing to row?
Yeah.
Are you?
I just know from Athenian naval warfare, like there are many slave detachments on those boats.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to bring
Many
slaves on this
Yeah,
expedition.
no, we yeah. Otherwise they would fucking run away. Yeah, for loyalty reasons. There, rebels. Oh, hold on. Let me sign on. No, I figured. Yeah. The goal of God is okay. Okay, I understand it.
All right, so yeah, he'll kind of like nod to you, Samadia.
Good luck with your recruiting then.
Gonna definitely be a process. Thank you.
If I can help at all. I imagine the organization's going to be limited.
He'll kind of like nod and say, "Well, stay around the villa at the very least. Might, if it comes down to it, we might ask existing crew members to give their thoughts and opinions on potentially new."
Staying around the villa, that is something I can definitely do.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'll leave him to it.
What about Atlantia or Magda? You
Atlantia's kind of taking it easy a bit because yeah, she is still a very
Yes.
pretty fucked up.
This is like still after the same night, right?
No, this
Or is it
is
already?
yeah. This is basically the next day, sort of.
Okay.
So it is daytime.
Because the evening before when we left off, I think Magda actually mentioned to Alexander that she was from Rome and that she could help
Yes.
finding capable sailors. So I'm gonna go look for Alexander because he only said like capable sailors, and I don't really know what type of people he's looking for. So
Yeah. No, you'll find them. You'll find him and Helena at the villa. They're like prepping the paperwork and look of name. Walk in.
Mhm.
He'll greet you politely.
good morning.
How are you?
So good, ready to get some work done. But I see you've already started.
This is just compiling a list of all the demigods and prioritizing.
Nice, must be fun. I am about to go in town. I just want to know what type of people you're looking for, because we said sailors, but there's a lot of different types here in Rome. You've got the fishers, you've got the merchants, you've got. What are you looking for here? Because I need to.
Given our the nature of our expedition, I would suggest you be very upfront with end goal. Or at least that should well filter through the more inexperienced and less prone to danger souls. Other than that, they have requirements. They need to be familiar with sea voyages. They need. Oh, the boat is quite different from what we have here in East. So I don't really care that much about boating experience, but that would be preferable. Generally speaking, I'll leave things to your discretion if you see anyone that's capable.
Okay, yeah, that sounds good.
And he'll kind of like give you a list of sort of responsibilities that every crewmate will have, and couple of more technical details that I won't actually get into the boating.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this looks perfect. I'll redirect them to here then.
Say thank you for your assistance.
It's fine. I'll just get bored here anyway. And I'll see you later then.
Give you a nod.
Bye, Helena.
See you soon.
And she waves very friendly towards Helena.
she nods down.
I'm not hitting on. She's not hitting on Helena. They had fun one night, and she thinks they've become friends. This is not my problem. Helena doesn't know shit. But yeah, Magda will say her goodbyes and start going towards the city to see where she could find some people, some capable sailors or adventurers. Listen, Grant, do you not have any faith in me?
Well, no, that was a successful detonation.
Though it's hilarious that Helena thinks that Magda is flirting with her.
Alexander has his own internal thoughts. Give me like a speech roll. It's only a basic.
No, not style. Speech. Basic difficulty, okay?
Find an yeah, as you venture out into the city, go to the fourth part as you begin spreading the word, asking questions, informing people why you are here and kind of individuals you're looking for. Uh, Bedford. As yeah, you'll be speaking, of course, once you kind of like inform people what this is about. Most average sailors will just simply bow out, as this is not. This is a very dangerous expedition. But as you're sitting in one of the taverns, speaking with some of the patrons, you'll see an older man approach you. As it says, "Ah, I heard you're recruiting for your dangerous expedition."
I am Magda. Who am I speaking to?
Call me Heron. I and a few of my men have actually been on 2 voyages to the Sea of Monsters before. Well, not all of my men, but I know the place you're sailing to.
That's impressive. Not many people live to tell the tale.
That's true. These weren't long-range expeditions, but I have accompanied 2 different demigods beyond the straits and have come back, well, mostly in one piece.
And having seen what you've seen, you still have a taste to go back?
Well, that's exactly why I want to go back. Sailing normal waters, where you just merely offer a prayer to Poseidon and move along, that's not sailing. That's just floating, in my opinion.
I see. I can't say I understand. So you already have a crew?
I have a dozen men, ready and able, all with the same love of water, of salty water like myself.
And all of you experienced as you are, as you say?
Some of them have only been on a single expedition, but they've all seen what those waters hold.
A single expedition, I think, is still quite impressive. Are your men fighters?
Have to be, but in my experience
course.
out there, you don't really fight things. You mostly try to run away from them. I'll leave the fighting to the more capable demigods.
McDonald's. Well, then I shall refer you to the head of the expedition, if you are sure of this.
You'll kind of like smirk and nod. All right, I'll go and inform my men and we'll show up then.
Yeah, she nods and gives him the information on where to find Alexander.
All right.
Every time you say that, it sounds so fucking ominous for no reason. It's like this will have consequences on.
That's
Flavia,
just
I-
your
Flavia,
that's
I know
just your paranoid
You
schizophrenia.
Flavia, I know
it is-
it's
it is
weird coming
actually.
from me. Yes, ignore the voices. Someone who also has paranoia. Ignore the voices, Flavia. Grunch
I
the
can't ignore the
bureaucrat.
voices.
Grunch the
The voices are
bureaucrat
too
writing
loud.
writing things down. Just taking notes.
Taking notes for the archive.
Makes you you know, if it makes you feel better, you only know when he tells you he's writing things down. He might be writing things down all the time and just doesn't tell you.
I know that it was just
So,
a joke.
so, anyone want to do anything else for the rest of the day?
I'm good. I'll be hanging around.
Recover.
Yeah, Magda will do some rounds and then probably double back to tell Alexander and Helena what she found.
Yeah.
Yeah, speaking of recovery, would I be able to recover my 3 grit?
Yes.
Okay.
Listen, you in the evening you'll head back to the Villa Magda as um you'll be meeting with Alexander just as he like Magda, I've gotten a message from Heron, I believe his name was.
Yes, he has a bit of a crew. They've already been to the Sea of Monsters a couple of times.
We're gonna need that experience. Very valuable find.
She does like a very exaggerated curtsy.
Well, I will be taking my leave. I need to get some sleep in for tomorrow starts.
Of course, see a bus.
Have a good evening. Take his leave.
And if it's not like too late, Magda might actually go train for a bit.
Ready to go. Yeah, I mean it's technically just
The
sundown.
grind doesn't stop, Grant.
Anyone want to do anything before you all go to bed? Basically interacting with one another now that you're all technically at the village.
You are actually so right, Grant. Magda is going to seek Helena out and ask her if she wants to have some fun tonight.
I was drinking something right now.
I'm sorry, is this an inconvenient moment?
As I listen, Helena will ask. I mean, it's a bit late, but what kind of fun were you imagining? I'm not opposed to having a good drink.
Yeah, some drink, maybe some music. There must be some place around here that's not boring. Just like old times.
Listen, Helena. Actually, why the fuck am I typing my thoughts out? I can just speak my thoughts loudly. Why am I typing them out? Listen, now he's just like some ecstatic. This is a minor prank from Eris. This fucking like. Listen, this is a. That's just thing like a.
I was gonna say this ain't a prank from Eris, Max. Stop blaming my NPC. Matia, who's like, don't tell anyone anyway.
As yeah, like how late is it?
That's like sundown.
Like sometimes like listen like yeah, we can have a drink and chat and walk in the park for a few hours before I head back to rest.
That's what I wanted to hear.
Now listen though, Flavia. You see, this Helena will be different to Helena you probably remember. Helena, because Helena is a philosopher, and she wants to talk to you about sitting your upbringing and what you like did.
I don't know, Mac. Why don't you give me a speech roll?
I will give you a speech roll. I can't believe I wrote a speech roll, Flavia. Fucking the list there we go, Demigods. Oh, free reroll. I assume Silver Tongue applies.
I I'm not sure what we're trying to convince her of.
Oh, she's trying to. I'm not trying to convince her. Like, I just want to talk with her. I just basically asked like Flavia, basically about Magda, like, so that's pretty what the hell I will ask her about.
There's no free roll. You're gonna for that spoon.
Oh yeah.
Big chance
Oh
first.
yeah.
Yes.
You know, unlike other people, I'll not say whom. As I look towards Flavia's direction, they would scream at this, but this is Flavia learned. This is a good fail.
Damn. So, well, listen. She might. Well, she never brought up philosophy, but listen, Magda, she's just as eloquent. Damn, would you look at that?
Yeah, I
In fact,
mean,
even more
this is
eloquent. You think that she was probably just super drunk that night?
yeah.
I do want to learn about Magda's past. What she like. Jenny, this is me, Mag.
Well,
Asking.
you can role play that out, Mac.
I know. I know. That's true. That's true. I can roleplay that out. That's true. Listen, it's You see, this is where I turned the gun on you, Flavia. But that's like no roleplay, no RP. I'm just
No
roleplay.
fun in my game.
I'm a war
Not allowed.
gamer. I'm just to roll dice, but just kidding. That's the play that's how not probably like a. We're sitting in developer, probably like sipping some wine. She will ask, "That's daughter of Eris, quite the I'm not sure if you ever actually." So, I'm sorry, I'm laughing at chat. Yes. So I should ask. So it's daughter of Ares, quite the patronage. I'm not sure how much you've taken from your mom's personality, but actually, I was curious. Actually, what is your goal in life, and especially once you become what you attain the powers? Actually, what's your great ambition? What would you do with them? I know power's sake is usually quite a convincing argument towards many, but
Magda shrugs. That's a bit of a heavy first question. My purpose in life. Why? Do you already have yours all figured out and with pointers and everything? Is it that easy?
that's your chuckle. Listen, we already have introductions and small talk. Grunt, that's the problem. Grunt, you discovered the reason why I usually don't play charismatic characters. When I may have made a mistake, Grunt. I may want to ask to like reset the character, change the trope and the roles and the free skills, Grunt. But here we are. That's the problem, Grunt. That's the problem, Grunt. But
What about you? Does being a daughter of Athena make you automatically understand your purpose in this life?
Athena did not direct me, and she did not give me a script. No. I mean, I have my own ambitions. I mean, my ambitions are ideally quite clear. Spread and preserve the peace, and
the peace.
Oh yes, ideally.
You do realize we are literally going to war.
So I'm back. That's an awkward time to BRB.
No, Magda just said you do realize we are literally going to war.
I mean, yeah, the peace must be enforced, and
I see.
And listen, ideally, I personally would try to. I should kind of be quite unfortunately, you need a world that is safe for peace, and you just need to keep the peace. And I don't think right now we don't have the. I don't certainly don't have the power to argue for forgiveness, and even if I wouldn't go, there's more. No, we've seen it as children. There's more than enough warmongers out there who just want to go out butchering, and if they were to attain their godly blessings, they would just, in fact, aim to improve their butchering skills. Again, I'm no pacifist. No, rest assured, I'm not a pacifist. But ideally, I do want to create a world that is safe for everybody, where logic and reasons rules. But enough about this. Now you call me stereotypically Athenian, but
Well, I don't really know much about either Athens or Sparta.
Wow, you should not judge books by their cover or by their stereotypes, but they're not that far off. I mean, listen, there's obviously more nuance to it. Different factions. Again, the Admiralty is very tired of sitting on their wars, but
Is that why you were so keen on getting me on this trip?
I mean, it's one of the reasons. Yes, I mean, okay, obviously I didn't know, but
I mean, props to you. You won the bets, but it was fun to see.
and back then I didn't know about this event and the huge mobilization, but I mean, that's the reason why I personally came. Actually, good question. Actually, you dodged my question. Enough about me. Actually, one of the questions why I came to the games. Actually, I'm same question. Honestly, it's
why I came to the games.
Yes, I mean, I came here to gain, well, besides gaining glory, but specifically to find like-minded people. I was very lucky I actually met Alexander the first day, and I hope to meet more people, like yourself, who are willing to brave the dangers even before the Zeus waved the giant carrot around. To see for the glory, to see for good old glory, or do you have more ambitions in life?
A bit of glory doesn't hurt anyone.
Want to become want to become an Archon of Rome, maybe? And she looks so it's like the fucking like a. I assume the fucking one of the capitals. I assume they still have to.
Yeah, Magda just laughed like, oh god, no, maybe that's one sure way to burn the city down.
On the politics of city governance.
One of my qualities is I am, as you can see, very modest, and I know where my qualities lie, and let's just say we're all better off with me not in such positions. I mean, that doesn't mean I don't have any ambitions, maybe just not that one specifically. Why? Are you looking to govern a city? Maybe Athens? Is that why you came to the games?
So chuckle.
Make yourself seen?
No. I think Athens already quite well. It's not. I mean, I do have my personal ideas about some reforms could be done. I do think it's a bit of heresy back in time, but I do think we can learn one thing too about the Spartans from the Spartans.
But of course,
but no.
It does seem like you're a woman of many ideas.
Yes, I mean, we are the city of philosophers, after all, ruled by the patron of wisdom. But no, I mean, my dream is eventually actually would be to lead, spread our light of civilization to the outside world. Sadly, right now, unfortunately, this will be a bit difficult considering the army of butchers coming to exact revenge. And I mean, don't make me wrong. An offensive act must be answered, but ideally, I would try to go out there and show them the
Yeah,
and the light.
I'm not sure how you're going to show them civilization after butchering them, but maybe I'm not used to this philosophy thing you've got going on.
Well, I mean, there's the usual ways of colonization. I mean, you're maybe not interested in governments and politics, but civilization, like, peace must be established, and slavery, forced labor, martial law, colonies established and protected by military until they're, again, these things would take generations. In an ideal world, it would not be forced to use such things, and well, ideally, they wouldn't. The outsiders wouldn't have proven their stubbornness to challenge the will of the gods for their pride. I honestly still understand why they wouldn't just bend. I mean, maybe before this display, there were still some people who would doubt their power, but it just seems so stupid and prideful to just throw your life away for nothing. To just
Some people are just stupid and prideful. Nothing you can do about it.
that seems like such a waste on it. Even though probably, maybe gods might be the wine speaking. Even though I probably wouldn't. Maybe I can only imagine how Ares and some of the other various patrons of wars and on Mount Olympus went around first contact with the outsiders, but eventually I would dream of uniting all of humanity.
Yeah, Magda is just nodding along at this point as she refills Helena's wine glass with mostly wine and no water. It's like, That sounds like a great purpose, Helena. Yeah.
Luckily, Helena has a 6 endure. She can take the one. As
The Greeks used to put water in the wine.
so did the Romans.
And Romanians also do it, to be fair.
The Romans also had like fucking cheap wine for like watered
And
down wine.
Romans too, yeah.
Romanians put water in wine, Flavia.
I know, Grant, but it still tastes like shit. I fucking hate water in
I
wine.
was gonna say, who the fuck loves it? Nobody.
Poverty. Even the Romans.
My
said,
mom
for
loves
poverty.
it like that.
Oh,
My
God.
mom does it because she says it's too strong. For example.
No Romanian would.
My mom is a pussy.
No true Romanian. Romanians are in fact one of the.
Oh my god, Grant, shut up.
No. I've drank fucking home like wine from Romania. Yeah,
but with that you say. So you must be you taught me talking about but listen, luckily I have 6 detect so stuff. Sorry, it seems not your person, but that's what's your personal passion for? If not, it's not public administration. Or is it the arts? Maybe the art of the craft of metal forging?
The arts are great. Am I good at it? I don't know. I don't think I've ever tried. Hey, maybe I'll try and I'll see that I am the best. You never know. But no, good at fighting, I guess.
Ah,
But that's not really a purpose. It's what I like to do.
it's, I mean, there's a lot of honor in the art of war. It's an art in the craft itself.
Or,
Like that,
sure.
having it-
I'll leave the craft of war to the philosophers.
I mean, there's no war battle. I mean, there. I see you have a. Are you a bit wandering for life undecided? I see. Are you wandering?
I wouldn't say I'm undecided. I'm just taking every day as it comes.
That seems to me. I suppose it fits with your mom, chaos. You know, ever changing.
She rolls her eyes. That's one way to look at it, I guess.
Oh, what did? Don't like your mom's ancestry? Are you not as chaotic?
That's not it. I just think trying to put every little thing in tiny boxes is just so boring. Like, just loosen up and have some fun. We're here to drink. You don't need to explain everything in this moment. You can find out as you go.
As she'll not. Well, listen. Maybe you'll eventually discover your own big dreams. So I can. Understand, especially the years of your youth, enjoying some casual fun. But I don't know. It just seems like a bit of a waste of our gifts. Just use them for fun. Even though I don't disagree. Don't get me wrong. Should
I
always
don't
strive for
think I'm
fun.
making a waste of it. I participated in the games. I'm about to go on a very interesting trip. I don't think that's making a waste of my talents. Do I know where I'm going to be in 40 years? Hey, maybe we're all gonna die on the trip, and thinking about it might just be a waste of time because we're all going to be fucking dead. And that's fine too, Helena. We're still going on the trip. You have no idea of knowing what's going to happen.
It seems to be strange me going through life without either without a grand goal or just trying to fulfill one passion. Though you did mention the art of battle, and so that's nice. I suppose I'll. Sorry, maybe this is just the bureaucrat in me trying to put people in boxes. So
You think? Whatever floats your boat and makes you feel better about yourself, I think that's the way it is for everyone.
no, I don't want to understand other people. I want to generally understand. That's why I ask the questions. I'm curious about other people's perspectives.
Yeah, I'm not offended. I get it. Maybe I am a little bit offended. But I think that's fine. And hey, you can't regret taking me on this trip, being the one that orchestrated it, so don't want to hear any complaints afterwards.
I'm not complaining. No. I
Good.
you saw them, and this is just a bit of a just conversing. What you do with your god-born powers afterwards, it's up to you. So yeah, suppose we'll see. It's but I think it's being. Anyway, to the future then. To a good journey.
To not dying.
Scared? I don't plan on dying.
Yeah, don't worry. I'll keep you alive. And she will clink the glass and drink it. And
Because then eventually everyone retires to their bedroom, sleep. Yeah, no, absolutely, Jill. This is still you are correct. So
Nah, listen, at most a casual fuck, but there's no love here. I'm sorry.
No, I ship it. This is gonna happen.
she
You have
literally
no say back.
called me undecisive hobo that is wasting her talents. I don't know.
Listen, Flavia, I'm not
Listen,
opposed to it if
All
you go for it.
relationships have to start somewhere.
Flavia, I'm not opposed
You
to
are.
it, but I don't
You
think
are
it, but I
so
don't
right.
think it, but I don't think it will. I don't think it will. I don't know.
Listen, don't say
I
that
know
because
it.
it just makes me agree with Joe if you say that.
Listen,
I
don't
am
think it will.
contrary by nature. You can't do that to me.
So, as the next day arrives, Lantia, you can also, for now, all the leave the wounded. Never mind. You lost the wounded. Yeah, you can.
Yeah, the
So
wounded
you
was
can.
removed last session.
Yeah, you can remove the grid because you're gonna be resting for like a couple of days. The medic is gonna come in and check on you every day, but your demigod biology will allow you to heal faster than normal people would, regardless. So as a new day is upon all of you, let's anyone have any plans? Anything they want to do?
I guess. Do we know anybody else that's coming on this expedition, or is that process still ongoing?
Well, I think so. I think you know about Parthena
Mm-hmm.
and Melita right now.
Oh,
And
that's right. She did say that she was coming.
let me roll them all. Um, but yeah, other than that, no other known crewmates.
I would actually like to talk to Melita now that you bring it up. Now that I remember, she was the one who was one of the few people who was trying to recruit me.
Yeah. They're all gonna be gathered here because the interviews are gonna be today, so you have to actually travel that far.
Good.
Yeah, you'll find her in the morning. Sort of greets you with a smile. You look like you have a question to ask.
Well, I wasn't going to get directly to it, but I can if you want.
Well, we have all day, but you know me, curious by nature.
True. Well, you were one of the people that approached me about this expedition specifically.
Yeah.
Did you say who it was that recruited you?
I spoke with Alexander directly.
Hmm. Well, there goes my theory.
Shanna has an eyebrow raised and says, "What theory is that?"
I just thought you spoke to someone in particular.
Oh, he made a proposal. Now I found it quite interesting, and well, I thought, well, after the games were done, and I didn't at the time foresee that such a explosive ending was the future, but I thought this was a good opportunity. Why not take it?
What exactly was Alexander's proposal? I actually haven't heard it directly from him now that I think about it.
Well, it's one about exploration, discovering the past, recording, well, lost knowledge. It is what actually intrigued me about it. It is distinctly not Hellenistic in nature. It feels very, well, he's definitely an explorer, but that's the whole thing. I appreciated his lack of desire to just appease anyone, really. Gods, some powerful patron in one of the cities. It did feel like it was a passion project for him. What recruitment pitch were you given?
Gosh, what was it? Going out to recover lost knowledge? I think something along those lines.
Wanna make me that deceive roll?
No.
Well, then you shouldn't.
Is it just speech?
Yeah, it's speech.
Oh, fuck. Okay, I'm gonna spend an adrenaline on this because.
Well, no, then I'm not. That's some. The problem is because this is not the speech you were given, though.
I know.
So yeah, it's yeah. It's technically not impossible.
Yeah, fuck.
Listen, that's not a bad reroll.
You know what? It might as well fail spectacularly if I do.
I'll succeed spectacularly, Joe.
Oh god, Discord cut out my scream. Wait.
Yeah, as she'll not, she'll say. That's less pompous, I suppose, but it fits.
Yeah, I don't remember exactly, but it was something along those lines. I heard. Oh gosh, it was from Helena, from you. I think Magda also approached me about it. I didn't realize I was so in demand.
So sort of rising. Unlike you, I'm not that popular.
I mean, surely, maybe you didn't compete in any of the games, did you? But you did the archery and you make music, so certainly that's something, right?
Second. She'll kind of like chuckle and say, "Well, I did compete in the Dolikos, but well, probably didn't see me. Was, quite behind."
I don't know if I was there that day. Wait, which is the
That's
Dolikos?
the long range run.
Yeah. I don't think I was there that day.
Yeah, yeah, I was gonna say I don't think it's a bit.
Well, that explains why I didn't know. Sorry I wasn't there to cheer you on.
No, I felt it was quite rude to show up just to watch others. So, but well, my endurance is pales in comparison to some of the other people.
Yeah, same here. Prefer to not have to run if I can avoid it. Running for my life is apparently a bit more common now.
She's gonna chuckle and be like, "Well, luckily, run away on a ship. You need a different set of skills."
That's true, and I'll gladly take those over trusting in my own ability. You need me to shoot someone from a distance? 100% I could do that. Just need someone like Atlantia up front to take the brunt of it.
They were supposed to look at some of the other candidates, see what kind of demigods stand out, and maybe other individuals as well. I heard that Magda spread the word.
Oh, anyone interesting?
Well, there's a bunch of sailors she managed to find with previous experience sailing the Sea of Monsters. Quite impressive.
Yeah, I heard we're going for a not all demigod crew.
Well, there's only so many of us we can put in one place before agreements start to break out.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. How many other crews do you think are just going to devolve before they even get near the objective?
Well, most of them, if they're stupid. If they're smart, there's gonna be a lot of crew.
Well, I guess it's a good thing we have Alexander then.
Who have a significant head start.
I guess I'll hang around for the interviews. I did promise I would.
She'll smile, nod. Listen, there's drinks and refreshments you can indulge in as you're gonna judge these people silently from your shaded spots, or as they'll be brought into the courtyard in the blazing sun. Can't believe you lied to the
Look, I thought about telling her, but then it felt like a thing that I shouldn't be saying, so I panicked.
But yeah, listen. What about the other three? What are you gonna do? While this will be going on. If there's anything you want to do.
I'm not sure how big. Listen, I'm planning for casual small talk of Alexander to be like on foot boat. I think right now we're very busy.
I was gonna
I'm
say,
not
yeah,
sure.
you can't do. He's literally the guy doing the interview.
Yeah, right, yeah. So like, yeah.
Yeah, nothing really for Atlanta now.
Let's now leave the conversation once we're at sea. Yeah, because we're nothing specific right now.
Listen, there's gonna be. The question is, are you gonna involve yourselves in the interview process?
Yeah, Helena would offer Alexander to help, like if he wants to, in like whatever form is necessary.
No, he'll kind of say no. It's quite fine. I think I'll be fine.
All right then. Just
Magda. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
oh no, sorry. It's just like, all right then. Remember, it's team effort. If you need help, I'll leave you to it then.
He'll a polite smile and nod.
I was about to say Magda is going to hang around during the interviews since she called some of these people. So not necessarily if Alexander needs her, she's probably going to be up against the wall staring at everyone.
Yeah, listen. There's gonna be several
Or
individuals.
farming.
There's gonna be several individuals in him in and out. For those who are sort of actively listening in, watching, you can either give me an awareness or like a detect roll.
Give you detect.
Yeah.
That's a good fail. We love those fails.
I don't.
Critical difficulty?
Yeah.
I don't think detective works for this one. We'll just do a normal
No, I
reroll.
think it does.
Does it?
Yeah.
I won't argue.
That's good all in. That's good all in. That's good all in. That's good all
All right,
in.
let's see how drunk I am.
Yeah, that's good all in.
I'll re-roll this. Well, I don't care, apparently.
You do care. This is more about like you trying to understand certain things. You can still overhear them talking. This
Mm-hmm.
is just to see if you can piece together certain things.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Helena and Stamatium, there's a couple of interesting questions, and you will realize that the way he is sort of conducting these interviews, he's turning around, rejecting a lot of people who would be sort of on paper quite good candidates. Strong, with a lot of accolades, experience, what you could consider reliable. He's kind of like turning all of these people away. And while initially it kind of like looks weird, you realize he's recruiting on a sort of more, almost you could call it ideological basis, where he is clearly interested in well, a certain idea. He doesn't want people who are sort of on board just for the godhood, because the godhood is a thing that it's impossible to like deny. But he wants people who are interested in the sort of exploration, the discovery part. He is he's looking for people who match his own sort of interests.
Listen,
Which
Helena thinks.
does will like definitely like reduce the quality um of the individuals. But this is up for you if you want to interject with him during any of these things. Or
Well, he
just-
did mention crew cohesion, so I'm
Yes.
assuming that's also part of it.
And Helena does not disagree. No, she would prefer a
Well,
crew of explorers and a crew of Spartan
The,
meatheads.
the difference is, Tamatia, the crew cohesion he's looking is what he apparently wants, not what Helena told you.
Yeah, I guess after like a certain number of really like seemingly good candidates, Stamatia will kind of speak up. So, is there any reason we turned that one away?
I assume this is with like everyone around.
Yeah.
Sandra will speak up and say, well, he was competent, but I think we are quite screwed on the warrior front. He's just clearly trying to just deflect that one.
That's true. However, we are going into the sea of monsters. Don't we need every capable hand we can get?
That's true. But I am looking for hands that will be more motivated, less prideful.
I agree. Egos could get in the way. We don't have to exactly all agree on the exact reasoning.
Don't think we do, but a certain amount of common goals does help out.
It's true.
Oh, sorry,
I would
fuck yeah.
still suggest considering those with sailing experience.
Well, I've already signed up Heron and his crew, ones that Magda brought in yesterday. Don't worry. Sailing experience is the top of my priorities.
Listen, and Helena will interject also Stamatia. Don't worry, Stamatia. And remember, well-aimed spear or even like a short sword, can be much more effective than a huge war mace.
Right. Okay. I won't interrupt them. Carry on.
If there's anyone who wants to add anything to that, it was a discussion out in the open. Well, Mac, he's not turning down the bloodthirsty sons. He's turning down a lot of glory hounds. It's not just Ares who has children.
I know, Zule, I know, it's making the area. Listen, that's part of Athenian in character shamanism against fucking Spartans. But I know. Ares does not have the monopoly on bloodthirsty fucking children.
That's my point. He's not just turning down bloodthirsty people, Mac.
Yeah, glory hounds as well, yeah, I can imagine.
What? I'll take the silence as a no.
Enough for me.
I mean, from whatever Magda put together, she shrugs, honestly. Doesn't look like anything too important to her, I think. I mean, she already brought in Heron, so... Like, what did Magda understand from the role? Because, like, from this conversation...
Well, that's the problem. You didn't pick up on the fact that he was like clearly recruiting people who align with him ideologically. You just saw him turn down candidates that were clearly much better on paper for those who are worse, and then sort of Stamatia brought up the hey, why did we turn that guy away? And the whole discussion happened, right? So now you at the very least understand the intention he has, but
Yeah. I don't think Magda would say anything at this moment, but if he keeps turning away good good people, then she might actually say something.
well, it's gonna keep happening. So you didn't indicate that he's gonna change his approach.
Oh, perfect. Then Magda might actually approach him and ask him, may I speak to you in private for just a second? It's not going to take too long.
He'll nod and follow you off to the side.
I just want to understand something. From the specifics you gave me, I thought a lot of these people already matched what we're looking for.
There's a big difference between normal people, demigods. Normal
Yeah.
people, there's a level of, how I should say, there's a lack of motivation. Then leaves the other reasonings, the other reasons they are signing up to be more honest and upfront. But as with demigods, you have to be aware of the more duplicitous types, the ones that will, while they may seem to fit the profile, they may not have the best intentions. Some of them may be lying to you. I want to avoid those. And
Yeah, that's. I think that's a reasonable concern, but
I'm trying to recruit people for that I know will be stable and cooperative, so that when the situation becomes complicated at sea, which no doubt it will, even if we don't have the most competent people, we'll have the most cohesive one.
that is a perfectly good worry. So I'm just going to say one thing that I think is also worth taking into consideration. Team cohesion, that is great. But when the situation does turn dire, we will be relying on the most competent people. And having that weight on them specifically, that is going to bring down the team. So maybe a balance between the two things might be long-term something to look forward to.
I'm not bringing in people who don't fit at all. I'm just
Of course.
prioritizing for different things.
And that is a good concern. There were some pretty good people that we turned away, though. That's the only reason I'm bringing this up.
Sure. And when we're at sea, and those people turn their spears on you,
then I will do what I've always been ready to do. We don't know these people anyway, Alexander. We have no idea of knowing their ulterior motives perfectly.
well, yes, but that's why I'm conducting the interviews, trying to ascertain that.
Of course. Yep, this is the moment Magda nods and I won't waste your time anymore then, I guess.
This is, in fact, why we have the interviews, to try to ascertain.
Yeah, but like, it's like, who's going to betray me and who's like, my man?
Well,
If someone is here to betray you, you are not going to know about it from an interview.
depends on the interview. What? This is it. What?
Just blindly recruit them then, because you can't 100% verify everything they say. Cool.
That's not what I'm saying, but it's like, I don't know.
That's his point. If I catch things that are here already, they don't like sit right with me. Like, he's not saying that the people he's bringing on are 100% reliable and will never shake their faith. No, he's saying the people he's turning away were already unfit for this. From
I
a,
assume
from a mental
political power
standpoint.
max. A political power max.
Yeah,
is
no,
not
I
my
get
favorite
that.
candidate.
Yeah, like exactly.
Yeah, he is a power maxer. Yeah, yeah. I rest my case.
All right. Well, as yeah, the day will move on eventually, kind of like end as sort of late in the afternoon when he's done with the listings. As he has like a comprehensive list at this point. He'll say, "Right, well, I suppose this was a long day. I think I'll retire to my own villa and approach the individuals tomorrow, and we should be able to set sail by the end of the week."
Sounds good.
Luckily, situation we
Perfect.
won't lack any sponsors. So money and supplies will never be an issue for this.
Quite a few senators are reaching out their bags of coin.
Yeah,
Well, then we better take him up on that.
she'll nod for taking his leave to go and rest.
Well, listen. That will just say. So, what did you two think of the crew he assembled? You seemed to want to get directly involved in that.
Well, we're going on a journey to unknown lands, and I think he selected a suitable crewmates, a crew of explorers.
I don't disagree with his reasonings necessarily, but I do think there is benefit to having differing minds around.
Rest. I do not think that, for example, the son of the prince of the prince of Delphi, I don't think he would have added. Listen, he would have added significant combat potential. Don't get me wrong; he was quite a warrior, but I do think I think he would have added much more. You know, listen, I know if you simply do not get into a situation where you need to use military force, then also
There's
besides
more
the
to the
Kennedy,
military. It's more to a military campaign than force.
exactly.
The,
Besides,
the only thing you think you need to win a battle is a stronger shield wall. You've lost.
exactly. And besides, said the prince might have also objected and pushed us somewhere else. I bet he might have gotten greedy.
Does it sound like I'm advocating for meatheads?
No. I'm aware that not everyone he rejected was just a meathead, but opportunist of the trust me, some of those people wouldn't. They have quite. They would have had let's say side objectives. That I think would not have contributed to crew cohesion. As he himself said. As now, granted, I know for them, like some of the people reject probably also like sons of like prominent politicians who are a bit more glory hounds. Grant, I assume it's the correct description, right?
They're not sons of prominent politicians. In fact, they're demigods.
They're demigods.
They're all of them are prominent.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I'm using modern political lingo, fucking like. But I feel like.
Aren't gods all
Yeah, but
politicians?
yeah. But I assume the glory hound, some of the type of moral character were like people who are greedy, people who want their glory and stuff like that. Like as you said yourself.
No, there were a couple ones who weren't that, but those were
And
like severely loyal to their own patron gods.
That's who Stamati is basically
Yep.
arguing about.
That's which patron gods were those? Out of curiosity,
For a couple of
I'm
them.
not sure. I'm not,
Not there's like a bunch of them.
a bunch of them.
I would say Olympians, but like that's almost
Olympians.
that's
Olympians.
everyone's
Olympians.
on Olympian here. Like with Magda and Stamatia are like the only two exceptions.
Well, that's, I mean, that's like it's nice. Do you see major Olympians or like general, like fucking, or the random
Both
patrons?
major and minor.
Okay, yeah, that's good enough. I don't expect you to have a fucking full list of fucking loyalties.
You know, cohesion's the most important thing on a military campaign.
I mean, clearly I don't disagree. I didn't push the matter.
I
Yeah,
thought
give it a shot then.
team cohesion was the duty of the team leader.
What do you think the team leader is, Magda?
That's what I mean.
He is the captain. It is his ship.
It is his choice.
Yeah? I don't think anyone is in argument to that.
Well, Magda shrugs, gets up and starts to go back towards her own villa, I guess. We'll see what happens when it happens. No way of going back. Maybe it's the right people, maybe it's the wrong people. Who cares at this point?
I would think you would, considering your ass is the one on the line.
I mean, I know what I'm capable of.
Yeah, Smatia just nods.
It's a enlightening conversation.
Yes, but I think I'll also take my leave from.
Yeah, this whole get some. There will be a few days as Alexander will finish up with sort of the onboarding process and as well as securing supplies. Not sure if there's anything you would like to do.
I think Atlante is actually going to go talk to Alexander directly.
Yeah,
You can go first. Yeah, you can go first. 'Cause I want to talk to Lysander as well.
yeah. I presume this is like a private conversation.
Yes, because yeah.
You'll find him at his own office. Will greet you with a polite smile.
Alexander?
And yeah, how can I help you?
I wanted to ask how the crew was shaping up. Talked to the other three about it, and I got answers I felt that were different. Wanted to ask what exactly is the crew you're shaping together?
He's kind of leaned back in the chair a bit. Not annoyed, but more uneasy. What versions did you get? From whom?
spoke with Helena, Stamatia, and Magda. Stamatia had an issue. Well, she said she didn't push it, but she had an issue of lack of variance of thought. I don't know what Magda's problem is, but Magda speaks strangely. I don't know if I don't know if she does it intentionally or if she is just that person. And Helena, well, Helena defended your the crew as you were selecting it.
Yeah, like you can just see for a moment, like he's so. He was annoyed, got angry for a couple of seconds before he like recomposed himself. And said, well, in the case of Magda, I believe she just was a bit worried that I would choose too much in favor of suppose ideological benefits compared to well, physical capabilities. She was afraid I would do too much on one side and we would end up with cohesive but incompetent. I assured you that wasn't the case, and that was the misunderstanding evolved. Problem is with Stamatia and Helena, and it's a problem that I don't know how to reasonably address. I'll admit it, I was blindsided by Helena. Stamatia came to us when we were discussing preparations a few days ago and mentioned joining, and then Helena, I'm not sure yet. Either she lied to her or she lied to me. Both cases, well, this is why I've been a bit more strict with the new recruits.
What did she say?
She mentioned glory and, well, vengeance. Now, Santia, I'll be honest with you. I think there will be people who do want vengeance. Killing demigods is a big affront to the gods, but I don't care about that. I don't care about the glory of it. It's an excuse. Excuse to get funds from patrons and other supporters. It's an excuse to get more manpower. This isn't the end goal. I've always wanted to explore the Sea of Monsters, not to kill people in it, but to discover, to understand. There's a world out there that we don't know, that we've barely scratched. Well, most of the people that I recruited, I've tried to align with that idea. They're doing this not for glory or the approval of any god. They're doing this because, well, we're always gonna do this. Just now we have more funds at our disposal.
Lantia will. Yeah, Lantia will give a nod to that. It's understandable. I'm here for my own reasons, my own goals when we get back.
I do believe most of the demigods want price for godhood. I won't deny it. I need people who know how to I need people who can put that aside. Are not cool. Well, throw me overboard the moment they feel like their pride is being stepped on.
That will be the downfall of most crews out there on the sea.
Well, the new recruits, I feel a bit more confident, which is why I'm being quite open with you. You're on this mission just to if you're on this mission merely for the sake of godhood and nothing else, I'm not certain this might be the best crew.
The godhood is appealing, Alexander, but it's a means to an end, not the end goal itself. You know, it's a strange thing. Helena told me something. It was during the games. That all demigods live in the shadows of their parents. I don't want to spend a lifetime in my father's shadow.
You'll actually kind of smile and nod at that and say, I think that's a worthy and admirable cause. I can tell you for one, this crew, you're probably not gonna be the only one. Even if not all of us are as outspoken about it.
That's good to hear. Just wanted to make sure. When three different people give me seemingly three different interpretations of conversation,
I
gives me a bit of a cause for concern.
thought this is a problem I should address now rather than later. I didn't understand why she would lie. Can you bring word to all three of them? Then speak with them individually about this. Make sure we're all on the same page.
I can send them on their way.
I would appreciate.
And as Lante gets up, she'll just say one last thing. Oh, and just to state this, by and large, I leave the administration and running of the ship to you. You are its captain. As long as you do not lead us incompetently, there will be no issue on my end.
She'll nod. That seems like a fair request.
Yeah. With that, she'll take her leave to go, get the others.
I presume all of you are gonna go even if you're gonna go one by one.
Yeah, I mean, Helena was already on the way, right?
That's true.
Yeah, she was. Yeah.
Just gonna stumble into Atlantia at the front door.
Oh, hello there.
Ah, Elena. Alexander wants to speak with you. Wants to speak with you and Samacia and Magda, but I don't know if he wants to take it separately or a group conversation.
Oh well, I mean, I was already planning to speak with him, ask him something, something regardless. But nice coincidence.
That it is. Well, I still have to go fetch the others.
Yeah, she'll just step into his office.
Kind of like look at you. Helena, talk.
Oh, what is it? You want to
Why
talk?
did you
You
lie
want
to
to,
Stamatia when she came? Why did you give her the whole speech about?
uh, she'll say, I can you perhaps elaborate? I was merely trying to find out what Samacia's motivation was. Can you perhaps
But
explain your
you
concern?
didn't find out. You merely said what our motivation is, and I was shocked, honestly. So I'm gonna say this to you right now. I don't care for your glory and vengeance, or your honor. And if you care about those things, I think there's another crew of demigods ready to take you out.
She'll say, I actually want to ask you about that. What do you care about? But actually, just relieve her. Oh, good, because I don't care about that.
Why did you lie about it?
I'm gonna be honest. Something from use from my personal life. I assumed that the cannons we would be recruiting would require and would not concede to just go on a tour of exploration in the Sea of Monsters. And I would not expect we'd be able
No,
you'd be able to.
that is true. I'm not sure what I should have expected from an Athenian. Empty words and compromise.
But rest assured, trust me. Well, this is an appealing goal. My goal in life was always to go out there and meet people there and talk to them. And if it was my way, I would not go. In fact, slaughtering the people who live there. Just that, from my experience with the people I talked to, it was better to keep those ideas secret.
What did you gain by keeping those ideas secret, other than spreading misinformation and confusion?
I
This is why you and your city will never rise above. This is why Athens has never been able to properly beat Sparta. Because you're not honest with yourselves and you think through deception you will achieve something greater. Whereas true great things are always built by people who acknowledge what they're trying to do, by honesty and integrity. Something which I thought you had different than the others, but I was clearly too hasty to judge.
I'm sorry for my mistake, but I promise you, from now on,
That remains to be
And
seen. But now that you are clear on what the objective is,
I was always clear.
I don't think you.
It's
Now that you are clear, I will reserve the right to remove you from the crew if I see any. Well, any
of
more.
course, of course, I will not. And you have to. And to be in this, you're right as captain.
You are dismissed.
Yes, you leave. Huh?
Yeah. Well, who will approach next the office? I believe Atlantic. With both of you. I don't think you're necessarily.
Yeah, I can go.
Yeah. As you walk into Alexander's office. Samatya, please have a seat.
Hello. Yeah. She'll sit.
Well, now that I have an idea for the crew, positions have been filled. I need to speak. Apparently, there is a bit of a misunderstanding, and I will partially take this as my responsibility. I should have spoken up. I was at the time a bit cowardly, I suppose, unsure of myself. But this expedition is to have any amount of success. I can't do that anymore. Helena, well, lied to you. This mission isn't it about avenging the dead demigods or honoring the Olympians. This is a mission I always wanted to organize. I wanted to explore the Sea of Monsters, learn from its secrets, and cover knowledge that sadly lost the Great Cataclysm. Knowledge which I think most gods don't really care about, nor most people around.
Samatia, I think, honestly kind of laughs for a second. She's like, well, that's actually kind of relieving to hear, if you believe it.
You look a bit
If I'm-
confused.
If I'm being completely honest, glory, vengeance, don't really care much for it. Whether you're wanting to go explore or discover new things, connect with other people outside, that's fine with me. It already has been made clear to me what your goal was. I spoke to Melita about it.
That's good. One of the first ones. So I suppose then you are also fine with this direction. As this is the reason why I had to turn down certain applicants. If I have a bunch of demigods that are lusting after godhood, I can't. Oh, fuck. Oh, no.
Ah,
Can you
Okay.
hear me now?
Hello.
Is it?
The key
Yeah.
I think that's what's still stuck.
Okay. It
Yeah, it was the
wasn't.
coffee.
It
Okay.
wasn't me then.
I saw the 5,000 ping. I thought it was my, it was the big coffee.
Listen, my internet was unaffected. Well,
I
what's
guess-
the last thing you heard me say?
Did you not hear anything I said?
No, actually, I heard like you laughed and that part, but afterwards he gave you an entire speech. I don't think.
No, I did not hear that.
Yeah, so I'm not sure if you said anything after the.
The it's relieving part,
Yeah.
or I did.
Go ahead.
She said that she honestly doesn't really care for the vengeance glory thing. His goal is to go explore, learn new things, connect with people. It's fine with her. She already spoke to Belita and knows about what the goal is.
Yeah, so he said that is a good thing. This is why I had to turn down many of the demigods the other day. If we are sea of monsters and an opportunity will arise, pursue a worthwhile goal that will take us away, make us deviate from the obvious public goal, retrieving the head of the one responsible for Zeus's son. I don't want a bunch of angry demigods throwing me into the sea because I am standing in the way of their godhood. I need people who other things, have other goals, not just glory and their parents.
She nods. I'm certainly not seeking godhood.
I'll kind of give you a nod. If you have any other questions, it seems I've been able to clear out the misunderstanding. Oh no, die again. Fuck.
Not
No,
for me. Not
hold
for
on.
me.
I'm thinking.
no,
Give it
Okay,
a
I
moment.
panicked. That's fine. Take your time.
I also panicked.
Please.
I also panicked. I was meant about the silence.
It was like 10 seconds.
Every time there's like a 5 second silence, I like oh.
Oh. No. No real questions for me. Although, among the recruits, those that didn't seem to be seeking godhood, was there anyone that seemed weirdly out of place?
Out of place how?
I don't know. I don't know if devious is the right word for it.
Because there's a few oddballs, but
I guess I can go meet them then.
I'll give you a list of names if you want to check on them. Are you looking
Oh,
for
not
anything
double checking your work. No, just
particular?
wanting to meet people.
Is this a concern that I should know about, or it's merely curiosity?
Mostly curiosity. I've just met a couple of people around around the whole event of the games. Maybe
Well,
not with the best intentions.
Once I'm done with this part and have to go and secure the supplies, I will make sure to have at least one gathering where everyone from the crew talk and get to know each other at sail.
She nods. All right. It sounds good to me. I'll leave it in your capable hands then.
Yeah, you'll nod, smile. Presumably you'll take your leave after that, unless something else.
No, I'll leave.
Well, last but not least, Magda, I presume you will also head over.
So yeah.
Yeah, you'll walk in, and similarly to the others, he'll greet you and take a seat. Um, hope you're doing well. I wanted to talk since there seems to be certain misunderstandings going about that will unfortunately started due to my inaction. I need to make clear what the goal of this entire expedition is. We are not seeking glory. We are not chasing killers to avenge the dead. Those are not my main interests. While godhood is certainly on the table, it's not the main goal either. This is an expedition I wanted to organize regardless of what Zeus demanded. An expedition I wanted to together because I wanted to explore the lost world, uncover its secrets, and hopefully regain some of the knowledge that's lost in the great cataclysm that most don't really care about. I do. This is why I turned down glory hounds. This is why I turned down people I felt if I told them you would deviate from the HUD, have not taken that well. Now I need to know, how do you actually feel about this?
Magda looks not confused, but she doesn't see where he's going. Like I I agreed to go to this trip before the whole massacre. You know that, Alexander, right?
I do. But things were different back then. I was willing to compromise
True.
much more. But now I feel like I have enough people supporting this idea that I'm willing to on this a bit.
I
Exactly
see. So,
because you agreed to go on beforehand, I wanted to check in with you.
oh, is this my interview then?
Well, you want to think about it like that, but
Well, for me, it's a whole lot of curiosity. I mean, the Sea of Monsters. And I do like a challenge, and the trip does look like it's going to be one.
she'll nod. You, I did see that you are quite friendly with Helena.
I guess. We were in the same villa during the games.
So I was merely asking, well, how well do you know her?
Not that much, actually. I only met her at the villa.
Disregard this line of questioning. She lied. Stamatia were first approached, and Well, I was just curious if she done that in the past. Don't know her then. I have no way of knowing that. Have to make the judgment on my own with time, I guess.
Yeah, Magda shrugs. I can't say I've spoken to her that much. I mean, we partied, but yeah,
Partied.
during the games.
Oh, at one of the events afterwards.
Yeah.
Know what they say about alcohol? People more honest. Notice
I
any
guess that
differences?
uh, not really. I mean, she speaks as well when she's sober than when she's drunk. So maybe alcohol does hit some people more than others.
Or, like you said, people are just better liars than I assumed. And rest assured, Magda, I am more vigilant. I was a couple of days ago.
Well, you are our captain, so that is reassuring to hear. As for Helena, I can't say I'm aware of what's happened. This does sound a bit strange to me.
Well, I would have had a hard time believing it if I didn't see it with my own eyes, which that did remind me that even the friendliest of faces can, in fact, carry daggers behind their smiles. And this expedition means too much to me. Half-assed.
Magda nods.
Then if you have no questions for me, I do need other business.
No questions yet, Captain.
I wish you a
Did I
good
pass
day.
the interview?
Good.
She salutes awkwardly because she has no idea how the fuck a sailor salutes. So,
Yeah, listen. Um, is there anything anyone wants to do before we draw the session to?
I have a plan, but not right now.
Listen,
Not like a plan, but like someone I want to talk to. But I will wait till we're on the ship for that one.
I
oh, sorry,
I
I
have
Flavia.
no. Mine is just a question because the way I remember Helena approaching Magda for the trip was basically like, "Hey, if I win this bet, you're gonna go on the trip and go on like this exploring
Yes.
adventure." And and Magda was like, "Nah," and Helena was like, "But if I win the bet, you're gonna go." So no one told Magda anything about the fucking purpose of the trip.
I will listen. I know. Alexander doesn't know. He's like, oh fuck. But Alexander
Yeah,
right now
like,
he's
huh?
like, yeah. Listen, I knew Helena was a liar. I just, oh my god, I've been being played from the start. Oh, his
Okay, so
world
I'm
was
not
shattered.
misremembering that.
No, no.
Perfect. Okay. Yeah, that's even better. It's like hilarious.
Yeah, no,
It's
Magda, you're
like
like, yeah. I always knew Helena was bullshit.
good thing Alexander didn't ask Magda like who approached you. What did she tell you? It's like yeah, she told me that. Okay. Perfect. Sorry, Mac. You go ahead.
As Listen, I'm not sure how much time it'll be next session. I'm not sure what there's. I don't know, actually, after a while, like, probably talk to Alexander, well, assuming he's not too busy in the office or organizing things.
Well, I mean, yeah, he is busy.
Unless he tells us to fuck off.
He was quite categorical with time.
Yeah, I know.
But I guess, yeah, you can approach him.
Yeah, listen. So
I was not gonna say, Flavia, he knows who like brought Bagda. That's not like that's public information.
No, I know, but the way he was like, because this is
He was only
the
basically
expedition
yeah. He was only
of my
basically
life. Like, why did you join? Because I lost a bet, Alexander. I lost a bet, Alexander.
That's why he had this discussion with you. He's like, hey, listen, listen.
I know, but I'm just saying it's hilarious. That's what I'm saying.
But yeah, yeah, no, you can approach him with Helena.
hello, sorry for coming a second time. Not sure I'm too much of a bother.
Assume you have a reason.
I actually I want to ask you about the people that you brought on, because like I don't apologize for lying. It's, as you just said, part of my Fenian heritage from blood. Used to hiding my opinions. And I want to ask you maybe for help too. It's a promise I didn't explain it before, but I feel like I'm also afraid of sharing some of my true opinions, which is why I reflexively default to lying. They're quite opposed to Orthodox Hellenism.
Okay.
To ask
Like
if
what?
I may share
Like
with
what?
you. For one, what I think, all right, for one, that I think what the gods did in the and because you mentioned the official mythology is basically like, in fact, everybody else, yeah, like the others disrespect the gods, and that's why the gods smited them.
Yeah.
There's no cope about like this was an apocalyptic war, right? All right, gotcha. Well, for one, I hope Zeus isn't listening. What I think the gods did to the outside world was monstrous, and I think they shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, kind of just kind of said. He says, okay. I also think the gods shouldn't rape, pillage, and kill people, but it's hardly a outspoken opinion.
I said, because me, Matt was confused. This one, no, well, the Irish people, like, probably don't care for that. Like, what's the demigod community opinion on that? I think because they're like, yeah, listen, power belongs to me. Like, I want to rape and pillage.
It's quite varied. There are demigods who are like, I mean, most people there is the justification of might makes right. Oh yeah, I know people argue about.
And because I know normal people, like, probably obviously don't like being raped and pillaged. They think that's probably quite bad.
Yeah.
But the demigod community, I don't think they mind. Many
There
of
is
them.
no talking about the demigods like they're a hive mind. It's quite varied. There's all sorts of
varied.
opinions. They argue quite a lot. That's why they like fight each other as well. It depends on what demigods and belonging to who. Yeah, like Zeus's children don't think it's that bad. They're like, listen, he loved her. Clearly they were in love. You think Hera's fucking demigods believe that? No. They're ready to kill the other ones.
So now listen, like treated as town of beliefs, most demigods are by default slightly evil. Might makes right. This still works. As should I say? And I guess you're right. I guess that is mostly maybe my opinion and looking down upon everybody else. But I believe that most demigods, and even the ones in the So because every city is basically ruled by demigods. I think there's almost no, because you
Yes.
mentioned that there, and even among the rulership of Athens, most people don't view that as that bad of a thing, or at least I believe that personally. Might makes right now. The only constant, the only true law of the universe.
When you are the people at the top, of course you're gonna believe. How else can you justify your hypocrisy?
I mean, exactly. I know. That's why I'm surprised that I actually kind of. That's the reason why I actually.
Not every city-state is on the top. Not every god is on the top. Not every demigod is on the top. The fact that you do all of them as one thing, just suppose.
Yes, yes, that is a fact. I did in fact grew quite privileged from being one of the most powerful gods and also one of the leading cities. In fact, one of the two leading cities. I am aware. Just I do generally want to be better and expand my worldview. Just
I'll
even
believe that
something.
when I see it.
Not to, don't worry, I will not prove you wrong. Just but you're right but thank you actually for pointing out my flaws. Just I will come forward, and especially once the crew meeting will happen, I will not hide my opinions. And luckily, because I didn't notice your selection criteria, I don't think I will have to.
Kind of like nod.
As yeah, she'll as she says this, she sees you guys had a bit of a kindred spirit, but she still wants to prove that yeah, she'll leave as a.
Unless there's anyone who wants to do anything else.
Nope.